class, digestive system. How it all started? Digestive system. It's a complete system in which digestion takes place. We are eating food that is actually in the form of large particles. But our body is capable that it digests the food. It's firstly break down the food into smaller particles and then absorb the food. So let us see how it all take place. I have given you a quick revision of how to draw digestive system. If you still want complete diagram step by step, you can watch out the next video. In that video only diagrams have been given. Okay. So students, let us move forward, but before that I would like to tell you that this video includes two parts. The first part will be a brief summary of the chapter and the second part will have the most important questions that were there in the question paper of last year. So let us start with that. Digestive system, it can be divided into two basic parts: alimentary canal and digestive glands. Alimentary canal. This can further be divided into many parts, and each and every part from alimentary canal is important. We have to look for the structure, we have to look for the function, we have to look for the location of different parts of alimentary canal. Now let us see what all is composed in alimentary canal. Students, I am going to tell you this in a flow chart format, because at the time of exam one question is there that you have to arrange in proper sequence. In that sequence the question is being seen most of the times. So let us start with mouth. After mouth we are having buccal cavity. Buccal cavity can be divided into many more parts, like lips are there. There is the presence of tongue and teeth. After that, we are having pharynx. Then we are having esophagus. After esophagus, stomach. Then we are having small intestine. And the last part is the large intestine. So here we are. The alimentary canal can be divided into this much parts, starting from the mouth, buccal cavity, pharynx, esophagus, stomach, small intestine, large intestine. This sequence is important. You have to remember the sequence while giving the answer. Now I will be explaining you in short the function of each and every part. Okay, so look at mouth. Mouth is the complete part that we are talking about. Mouth helps in eating the food. It helps in bringing the food up to the buccal cavity, or we can say entrance of the food, or simply we can say mouth help in ingestion of the food. The term is important here, that mouth helps in the ingestion of food. Next comes the buccal cavity, the complete cavity inside our mouth, inside our jaws, that we call as the buccal cavity. This cavity is being enclosed by lips from the front part, and we are having tongue. Tongue is also very much useful because with the help of tongue we can taste. Tongue helps in the rolling of the food, it helps in the swelling of the food, it helps in speaking also. Teeth. Teeth are present for breaking down the food into smaller particles, for chewing the food, for biting, for taking the bites of the food. That is what the function of teeth. And next is pharynx. You can feel out the pharynx this side. It is the part that is actually connecting our mouth part and the esophagus, the food pipe part. Next is the food pipe or esophagus. This part is not having any kind of digestion in it. Just it is a path from which the food is being passed up to the stomach. Stomach is one of the most important organ in our body that helps in the digestion of the food. The stomach is having very much high pH, that is the pH of 2. It means it is having acidic environment. And which acid is present in stomach? The acid that is present is hydrochloric acid, HCl. Along with that, many digestive juices are also there that helps in the breaking down of food. Then after that we are having small intestine. Small intestine is very much tube-like coiled structure, and that you have to remember that small intestine internally it is a tube, but externally it is a tube, but internally it is having finger-like projections. It is having this kind of structure that we call as villi. So most important topic related to small intestine. And one more important thing that you have to remember related to small intestine is maximum digestion of our food that takes place inside the small intestine. And the last part is the large intestine. Just water or the leftover water is absorbed in large intestine, and it helps in the storage of the food, that is the waste food, before throwing it out of our body. So that is all about alimentary canal. Now let us see digestive glands. So we are having digestive glands starting from our buccal cavity, from our mouth. First we are having the salivary glands. There are 3 further types of salivary glands, that is the parotid, submaxillary and sublingual. 3 types of salivary glands we are having. Second important gland is liver. Liver, I am putting a star mark here. Why? Because liver is the organ that is the largest gland in our body. That you have to remember, that it is the largest gland. And what liver secretes? It secretes bile that is stored in liver in the gall bladder. Third is pancreas. Pancreas is the second largest gland. This you have to remember. Second largest gland is the pancreas. First largest gland is the liver. And gastric glands. Some of the glands, some of the cells are also present in our stomach, and those are known as gastric glands. They help in the secretion of, as I told you in the stomach part, HCl is there, gastric juices are there. So gastric glands help in the secretion of those gastric juices. So this is all about digestive system. A complete summary I have given. We will be completing each and every part in detail. But before that, in this video, I will be explaining you some of the important questions that that has been seen in last year's question paper, and marks also, that how much mark the chapter is carrying. So the next part of this video is about that what all important topics from these you will be finding in the question paper for sure. So let us move on further. Students, the part that we have completed up till now, from that part let us see which question was there in last year's question paper. It was related to small intestine. Small intestine, the structure I told you that this kind of finger-like structures are present in small intestine. We call them as villi. Let us see what they have asked. Study the diagram given below and answer the question that follows. Name the structure shown in the diagram. So this structure in the diagram is actually villi that we have to answer, and that is a part of small intestine. State in which part of intestine it is present. It is present in small intestine. Second one is, how is the structure well adapted for absorption of digestive food? Students, this is a kind of give reason, so you have to answer the second part in the form of a paragraph. See how it is adapted. I told you earlier also that the small intestine is not having a plain lining from inside, it is having the curved finger-like projections from inside. And why such projections are present? They are present to increase the absorption. So well adapted for absorption because it is increasing the surface area of absorption that you have to mention here. Label the part 1 and 2. 1. The outermost layer, that is the single epithelial layer. 1 is the epithelial layer. So 2 is the capillaries, the blood vessels that are present for the exchange of the food material, that is the second labeling. Name the part, name the lymph. 2 is capillaries. The second part of the labeling is capillaries. For the exchange of food it is present. So 1 mentioned out here is the epithelial layer, and the 2 is capillaries. You must be knowing capillary is a type of blood vessel. Next question here is, name the lymph vessel which is present in it. The lymph vessel which is present in small intestine, you have to remember that is the lacteals. Name the digestive juice secreted by the liver. Now with the small intestine part, they have added the last question of 1 mark in a form of the digestive gland. They are asking question not related to this part but related to the digestive gland, and that is they are asking about liver. Which juice? The juice secreted by liver is bile. So you have to remember that the digestive juice secreted by liver is bile. And the 2 pigments that are present in bile, that is the bilirubin and biliverdin, that those 2 pigments are present. How they are formed? They are formed with the help of the dead hemoglobins, the dead cells of red blood cells. From those, these pigments are formed inside the liver. So that was all about the part which we have done up till now. From that part, a direct 5 marks diagram based question was there. See how they have molded it. It is never like in your board exams you will not find any question of directly 5 marks and you have to write 2 or 3 pages on it. But the curriculum is made in such a manner that every time if the complete question is of 5 marks, that will be divided into further 5 parts, and for 1 mark each, specific answers are required. If you are going to write a big paragraph for such kind of answer, you will not get any marks. Just they need 1 sentence answer for complete 5 marks. Okay, so like this in the question paper the questions will be there. So you have to prepare each and every specific term of the chapter particularly. So thank you students. Watch out the next video for the diagrams of the chapter. Thank you.